Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. In today's video, I am running to Home Depot, grabbing a few things including stain, beautiful lights. We're going to stain my porch, and then I've got some laundry to do, some dishes to wash, and a trip to the river. Thanks so much for coming along. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. I just want to jump on and say good morning. Where I live, it is early. It's about 8 a.m. and it's going to be hot these next few days. But I wanted to get some chores done at home. So this morning I'm going to start with staining my porch. I have a split level home, so I have a set of stairs that go up and a little porch up top. So I need to get that stained, but I'm also making some changes. I've had a fountain and some different things on there for years, and I've decided I want to minimize a little bit. So I'm going to start there. It's warmer today. We're going to go ahead and run to the river. So I'll put a few clips in there. My daughter, myself, my youngest will run to the river, cool off. Then when I come home, I've got some laundry and whatever else, little cleaning I need to do around the house. I've got a lot going on. It's going to be over the next couple days. Thanks so much for coming along. I'm going to finish my coffee and we're going to go out and stain the porch. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go down and get the stain, and then I'll give you a look at the porch, and yeah, we'll get started. Good girl. You don't want it? You wanna wait? Go potty first? Love you. At Home Depot, along with the stain, I also picked up just a little bit of this light yellow paint just to kind of brighten up the trim on my porch. So here's what it's looking like. No judgment here, please. This is where the fountain sat. And so I actually was pleasantly pleased because I thought that I didn't move it as often to stain, but actually, so I thought the color would be, you know, a little lighter on there, but it actually is pretty even. There's the fountain. So I'm taking that off the porch, and my son is going to put that in the back with some flowers. So here's what it was looking like. It took a lot to clean it up. That water shoe was from my youngest son. I'm going to go with 2 years ago. Definitely not last year's water shoe. So that's a little embarrassing. Anyways, so here I am just giving the porch. It really needed a good sweep. I really had to go in with the broom and get it all off. I didn't think about it till later. I could have used our leaf blower. But anyways, doing it the old-fashioned way, just sweeping the porch. Once I finished with a thorough sweep, I did go back up and re-sweep just lightly to make sure I had everything off and the cobwebs and all that. Then I opened up my paint, and here I'm stirring it. I did go back and stir a little bit more. As you can see, it was a little thin, so I went back and got that bottom and really stirred that in. And then here I did a slight pause. And this is because this is when I realized when I stain the deck, I typically stain my way from the bottom on up into the house. But it doesn't matter either which way, so I just continued staining. So here I wasn't able to get as much footage as I would like. It was really hard to film, and you know, I had the stain and I didn't want to get my phone dirty. So anyways, but I just went step by step down the staircase. I will say this staircase is going to be replaced next year along with the railing. So the wood has been nicked a lot throughout the years, and it really just all needs to be replaced. But I'm just going to give this coat here just to bring it on through one more season. But yeah, next year we're going to have a whole new set and railings put in, which will be nice. Anyways, I just worked my way on down the stairs. Once finished, I was able to see where I needed to, right here on the stairs, do a lot of touch-up. I did do 2 coats, but I was able to get in here and touch that up and before doing the second coat. Here, I'm going to go ahead and take everything on my little signs off and get ready to just touch up, paint, freshen up the trim here. I bought some yellow paint that matched. Actually, I think it was a smidget brighter, but that's all right. And I just wanted to go in here inside my porch and just touch it up. There's along the doorway where it's yellow over the years, there's a lot of fingerprints or finger smudges and things like that. So yeah, just going through here, just giving it a little touch up. It is so funny what you don't notice until you're just looking at it. But right now I'm realizing how much my light out here needs to be wiped down. So once I was done editing this video, that is one of the first things I did because, ooh. Once I finished the trim, I did go back in and give the porch and the stairs a quick second coat. All right, now on to dishes. As you know, I really enjoy to use Dawn dish soap with the splash of bleach and some warm water. And here I've just rinsed and kind of lightly scrubbed these dishes, and now I'm just going to put them over here to soak in the water. And while the dishes are on this side over here soaking, I'm going to go ahead and clean out the other side of my sink here with the Dawn and the bleach. And then I'll go back over to my dishes and give them a scrub while they're in the soapy water and move them to the other side of the sink. And then I'll use my sprayer to rinse them all off. Here in the window, my neighbor waved, but I had to smile. I couldn't wave back because I had a handful of dishes. It's funny because our house is a corner lot, and I absolutely love it because I do get to see people come and go, our neighbors and stuff like that, and who's coming in and who's going out. So as I sit here and do the dishes in my kitchen window, I can also be nosy at the same time. Now that the dishes are done, I just dipped my towel in a little bit of the Dawn with the bleach, the dish soap there, and I'm just going around and wiping off my countertops real fast. At this point, I could really begin to feel the heat building up in the house, so I was just trying to get this done. My daughter was on her way, so we could get to the river. The dishes are done. I just had to wipe down the counters real quick. The rest of the house is pretty good. I cleaned it last night, and the dog slept downstairs because it's pretty hot. Like I said, we live in a split level, so downstairs is a lot cooler. So yeah, everything's looking good, and we're gonna get ready to go to the river. Here, I did put on a second coat, so it is drying. I finished the trim, so I did put those two signs back up. And yeah, I'll show you when I put it all together, and let's go to the river. We went ahead and stopped at Subway on our way so that each of us could get a foot-long sub. I also packed a lot of snacks and some watermelon as well as some strawberries and some chips. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We stayed out well into about 7 o'clock so that traffic would die down on our way back home. But this river is so fun right here. You can see the sides are calm. There's a nice current that comes down. But back on the right here, if I was to keep going, it goes into a pool of water where the current stops. So it is easy to stop yourself as you're coming down. But this current, you can either be in a floaty, you can be on a kayak, or just your body. It is really a lot of fun here. Now that we're back home, I want to go in with some Windex and get this window clean, water the plants real quick. The deck is looking great, the stairs, and then we went ahead and just put everything back on all my flowers, but minus the fountain. The stairs look really nice, and this is how it looks up here now. I put my little chair over here, and yeah, I feel like it looks brighter, a little refreshed, and I'm pretty pleased. The next morning, I got up right away and went to the nail salon to get my nails done. It was going to be another really hot day.
Hey guys, good morning. It is the next day. I actually just got back. Well, you saw that as I got my nails done. So I got up bright and early to do that. And my other plan was the dump, but it's just too hot. It's too hot where we live right now, and the camping stuff is out. We have one more camping trip to go on, so stay tuned for that. And so it's just going to be easier to to do the dump run, get out of the garage, but I need to get out of the garage to take to the dump once all the camping stuff's put back. Plus, then if there's anything we don't need from camping, I can get rid of it then too. But I do not have central air, and where we live, it rarely gets so hot that it's like, ugh. But it is. Last night was so hot, that's why we went to the river yesterday. But because it was so hot, the house never cooled off. So it's still super hot. So I'm actually going to take my parents up on an offer. They invited us over to barbecue some burgers and just hang out over there, stay the night, and then I'll jump up in the morning and head back home. Myself, my youngest, is going to be in tow. And so we're going to go over there and hang out and stuff. But before we do, I got to go ahead and do some laundry real quick. I'll show you the rest of the house is still pretty good, and then I'm heading that way. All right, so here we are. So the living room still is pretty much the same. This is the laundry I need to do, though, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done before I pack just a little simple overnight bag and head to my parents. So I'm going to go ahead and get that folded. Everything else is good. That's a bag from the river, but everything in it basically goes camping, so I just kept it that way. The kitchen looks the same. Oop, I had you guys propped up here when I was saying good morning. So I can definitely put those dishes away. This is from breakfast this morning. I made breakfast burritos really early just so the house doesn't, heat up anymore. And then this is some watermelon I'm going to cut up and bring to my parents' house to go with the burgers. So, yay.
Here are the dishes I need to do, and just like that, the kitchen is clean, the watermelon's cut up, and the dishes are done.
A lot of this right here is from camping. But I'll just end up repacking. This is, the towels that we use. You run and take a shower and things. And then a lot of the laundry and our cabin socks. Because while it might be hot during the day, at nighttime camping, it seems like here at least, you need to have cabin socks on. So, anyway, so just folding it up. It's already so hot. Leave a comment down below and let me know, is it still hot where you're at? I mean, this is the beginning of August, so I imagine it's pretty hot pretty much everywhere. Definitely hotter normally than where we are. We tend to be kind of around the 80s mark, so. But now, for this week at least, it's hot. But I hope it's nice when we go camping. Our next camping trip is at a lake. Our last one was saltwater, which is so much fun and so beautiful. But this is a lake that we go to, and it's just your typical, floaties and cooking the food and hanging out. Everybody's in shorts and a tank if it's, hot. Called Mount Rainier here, and my son likes to hike, and so him and his friends will go. They're actually going to hike one time while we're up there, and I'll probably go on a walk. Not a hike. But, it should be fun. A lot of this stuff is my son's from camping as well, so I'm just going to repack his bag. It's same outfits and then sweats, shorts. Here's my cabin socks, so got to have these for camping.
I am not sure if I've mentioned this before, but last year we went on a road trip all the way down to Mississippi and back. I wish I was vlogging then. And one of the places to stop on my bucket list was Buc-ee's. So we did stop there, and it was everything it was made out to be, at least for me. It was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. Very crowded, a little overwhelming, but a lot of fun.
the matches were on the floor. I was so confused. Like, how do I have so many mismatched socks? I mean, I normally always do have that one, but then I find it, and I was really confused. But here they are. Anyways, yay.
Laundry is done. It is folded, put away, packed, whatever needed to be done with it. And this is the mat I use when we go to the river. So I need to wash that, hanging out to dry. And we are on our way. Thank you so much for coming along with me today. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Definitely needed to get something cold to drink. Bye.